Hey guys, welcome back to Biscuits Total War. This is Biscuits giving you another online commentary for Rome Total War. And again, I'm bringing you more Britannia action on the grassy flatlands. Because as the song goes, rule Britannia, Britannia rules the grassy flatlands, something, something, something. Please guys, make up some more words for this song. Anyway, so we have got my standard Britannia army, and that consists of 4 chariots, 2 chariot archers, 4 chosen swordsmen, and then the rest magic head hurlers. These guys are awesome, these guys kick ass, and they're going to certainly do well today. I've been joined by Princess Luna. For once he's actually joining me. Usually I'm fighting against them, but he's teamed up with myself to take on the enemy, and he has brought 6 Praetorian Cav, 1 Archer, 1 early legendary first cohort, and the rest urbans. So plenty of infantry there. And last but not least, we've got Mavericks, or aka I've forgotten his name now. Mental blank. Sorry, Lucius C. Sulla from the Heaven Clan, or COH Clan, depending on what you want to call it. Anyway, he has got 5 Crescent Archers and 15 Spartans. So when we chose our factions, I was quietly confident. I had the Britannians, had the Britons. So I was thinking, yeah, things are going to go pretty good until the opponent, Hannibal Barca, decides to choose the Egyptians. Now, Egyptians are basically an awesome counter for the Britons, because the Egyptians can absolutely spam archers and spam chariots, and that's one thing that's going to be the Achilles heel of my actual build. So when I saw that, I was absolutely petrified. I sighed. I thought, I've lost this already, because these guys, you'll see how devastating they're going to be against our army. And Hannibal Barca, he thought, well, start getting any infantry. There's no point getting pikes. Just do what the Egyptians are good at. They're good at archers. They're good at chariots. So just go for 6 chariots and 14 freaking archers. So this is going to be pretty intense. This is archer supremacy easily on their side. Now, the next player we've got here is a good guy from the Kings clan. This is KINGS-MARKUS. He's an old school Rome Total War player. Haven't actually been on my channel for some time, so it's awesome for Marcus to be tagging along and taking part in this battle. Now, he's got 1 archer. He's gone for 5 cav units, Praetorian cav, and 1 armoured general. This is basically his trademark card. He always brings an armoured general, and then the rest urbans. Then last but not least, we've got a guy from the AO clan. Now, I don't recognise the name. He's called Mr. Soya Bean or Mr. Lactose Intolerant, depending on how you want to call it. He has brought 4 cav and then 16 urbans. So they've got a shitload of infantry, a shitload of cav, and it's going to be pretty intense, this battle. So let's kickstart the replay. Let's see what happens, and let's see who's going to win this duel. Now, opening gambit, I'm going to stand still for literally 2 moments as literally my jaw hits the ground as I'm looking at Hannibal Barca's Egyptian army, thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to avoid 14 archers gunning for me? So after about 5 or 6 minutes, I will actually start to move my guys in a pure fright on what I can try and do to counter this tactic. I really was banking it was going to bring some infantry or maybe less archers, but Hannibal Barca's done really well there. He's gone for a decent build. Now, a good little thing to notice about this one unit, the Armoured General. This Armoured General is certainly armoured. You're about to watch probably about 14 or 15 volleys of archers trying to shoot arrows straight into this unit, and are not going to do any damage at all. You can see that, the graphics, you can see these arrows coming in, and yet these guys have taken absolutely no damage at all. I've got no idea how realistically this would actually ever work. I think going back many years, going back to Agincourt, if the French had fielded armoured generals, then they would have well and truly beaten the British in the Battle of Agincourt, because they're doing absolutely no damage, these archers. Nearly 5 Crescent archers, all shooting, all intensively into this one unit, and not one of them have dropped down dead. Just shows you how good this unit is, and also shows you there's no point shooting an armoured general face on, because you're not going to do any damage at all. And Lucius C. Sulla, I think, is trying to get 1 or 2 kills in the hope that he might be able to actually kill the general, but this is going to do absolutely sod all damage. So whilst that's carrying on, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to move my archers, or horse archers, around the flank here. I thought I might be able to do some cheeky little shots against these units here, but I can see, just check out the hordes and the hordes and the hordes and thousands, or maybe not thousands, but hundreds of all of these archers. There's just loads and loads of archers and loads of chariots. So what I'm going to do, I need to get my guys well and truly away from this big clump of archers and just run them into protection, run them behind the Julii, run them behind the Spartans, and basically just sit there, wait and hide, because there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to advance aggressively forward, because if I do that I'm going to get shot to bits by all of these archers. And Hannibal Barca, the Egyptian player, he knows this. He knows that if he pushes his archers forward, he'd be able to get the upper advantage, and I just need to quickly run my guys away. Now, to add insult to injury, you can see in comes the Praetorian Cav, in comes the chariots, and what are they trying to do? They're trying to push my guys back. And look, my guys are getting shot down. Literally got 1 2 3 4 5 6 dead bodies. There's very little that I can do. My guys got little to no armor at all. I just need to get them all well away from all of these archers. So as you can see, my guys are coming around the flank here. They're pushing and pushing and pushing. Bear me just 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm back now. So in the words of Spartan Commander, let's take stock and see what's going on here. Now, I didn't notice this, but I should have noticed this in hindsight. We've got all of the Egyptian chariots accumulating on this flank, plus we've also got the Praetorian cavalry on the flank. So in hindsight, it looks like potentially there could be a nice big flanking move about to come in here. In the meantime, I'm pulling my guys as far away as I can, and I just want to try and get behind the Spartans. What we were hoping we could try and do is that the Julii and the Spartans would basically engage on the Scipii, and basically give me time to maybe try and flank around the side and cause a mass rout. That's what the plan was, but let's see what happens anyway. So here we go, my guys are pulling back, and you can see they're going running. Let's have a look at what's Luna up to. Luna's standing still at the moment. He's letting me try and run around the back, try and make sure I can be well protected away from all of these archers. And I asked Luna to push forward, and also asked the Spartans to try and push forward here. But one good thing that has happened is that King Marcus has actually lost his general. He was using his general to basically try and skirmish and maybe try and pick off a few units as and when he could. Now that unit may actually come back. I can't remember, to be honest. It's been a while since I actually played this battle. So that general is going to run. That's going to drop morale from Marcus's army, which is going to make it easier for us to potentially do a nice bit of a mass rout. But the general has come back now. So the general will be back, and he is fit and he's ready to go. But it's going to be easier to rout, hopefully, in the near future. But anyway, as I mentioned before, we can see the Egyptians, they've come around the side here. They're flanking around. They've got plenty of archers here. And you can see there's loads of chariots around the side here. So it's going to be a bit of a squash here anytime now. You can see I'm pushing my guys forward behind the Spartans on that flank. But if we have a look here, just check out, we've got all of these chariots around the flank. And let's have a look here. These guys are going to be pretty scared. Yeah, you see they're scared of the chariots. They're going to engage forward. Now watch this. Now we have got, in comes Mr. Soya Bean. He's coming in with his infantry. In comes Luna with a cab charge here. Now just watch this. Shame I can't put it onto slow motion, but you're going to about to see a nice little encirclement here. Just pause it for 2 seconds. You can see this Julii squashed army here. We've got the Senate, or the Scipii, sorry, all around here, and we've got the chariots flanking around the back here. Now, one thing that we've got to try and do, all of these archers, we need to turn them to their sides. I need to pull all of my head hurlers, run them all over here, and these Spartans need to run all the way here to try and defend this Julii as quick as we can, because this potentially could be really drastic, really bad for us. So in comes these chariots, and I'm just amazed that the Julii haven't routed as of yet. I'll pause it for just 2 seconds now, so we can see that my guys, my head hurlers, we're chucking our heads. I don't know where these heads are going, these little coconuts. They're either going over here or they're going over here. But just see all of these chariots here, just encircling all of these guys here. And let's just click play for 2 seconds. So here they all come. Now in comes the Spartans. The Spartans are going to quickly drop down their pikes. Now I think at this stage, I'm pretty sure Luna probably had his guys in guard mode. But just check out that mass rout there of all of those Egyptians. No idea how that happened. That was pretty intense. I was chucking all my heads there. And that would have probably dropped the morale, I reckon, or maybe scared some of those units. But there we go. And the Egyptians have all been routed. Well, all of the chariots been routed. And there we go. We can see Hannibal Barca realises he's lost that. He's lost his chariots. There's no point in continuing on. Now, in the meantime, all of my head hurlers have now into range. We're chucking our heads and just check out this mass rout. Check out all of these Scipii units which are now mass routing. In comes the cav here. They're charging in. Now on this side, I flanked my chariots around the back here. And we're just going to try and mass rout Markus's units. Markus has got all of his infantry units. They're going to charge forward. He's got all of his head hurlers. We've got all our head hurlers. And there we go. That's going to be another mass rout on all of these Scipii units. So you can see literally in a matter of 3 or 4 seconds, we've caused a mass rout there. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how that happened with the Egyptians. I do think it was probably a bit of chance, because at the end of the day, I really thought that all of those units there of the Julii would mass rout. We did have all of our archers shooting them, plus I had my head hurlers chucking their heads in there, which probably dropped the morale of the Scipii. But there we go. You can see the Scipii have now admitted defeat. There's no point carrying on because their guys are all mass routed. And we're just basically using our chariots and men and cav just to mop up the battlefield. So that was a heroic victory. Really, really, really well played there. Really hard luck on Hannibal Barca there. Unfortunately, he only got about 200 kills. Nearly 300 kills, sorry. The Spartans, they only got about 400 kills. As did King Markus and as did Mr. Soya. Both myself and Princess Luna got over 1,000 kills, but the main amount of kills came from Princess Luna with 1,654 kills. He did really, really, really well there, and I'm really surprised. I don't know how he managed to pull off that victory there, how he managed to pull off his units from standing still and not mass routing, because I'm pretty sure 99 out of 100 times his army would have mass routed underneath the mass attack of all those chariots, as well as all of the units coming in from the Scipii. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that. A bit of Britannia action there. More chariot goodness coming up soon on the channel. Please guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for the next installment of Rome Total War on Biscuits Total War. Bye now.